Just don't touch it. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Missy's Imaginings. That was my daughter messing with the camera.
Hi.
Oh, wave to the neighbors. There you go. So I finished up the boots, and I was very happy with the boots. So I am moving on. I'm going to try making some Converse tennis shoes. Of course, not Converse. So not the real brand name Converse. Actually, it's just, you know, Missy's verse. So I've altered the boot pattern and made a shoe pattern. So this isn't actually the shape of the foot, but it's just the shape of the red part. The toe, of course, will be white, so it will loop over the end of the shoe and have the white toe. So I have the boot or the shoe part cut out. I shortened the tongue of the shoe for, you know, the tongue of the shoe. Then for the toe cap on the shoes, I actually shortened that even shorter than the altered pattern for the boots, because the original boots were longer than I needed. So I shortened it for the pattern that's available for you currently on the website. And now these I've shortened further because they'll be further down on the end of the toe. Then I've cut out some white insoles because there again I don't want to stain the doll in case he doesn't have socks for some reason. So the insoles will be white, and the inside of the vinyl is a light white color so it won't stain. Then I've also cut out some strips that will be the pull tabs on the back of the heel. So they'll be finished, of course, and put on the back so you can pull them on and off the heel. And let's see, what else did I alter? The last thing that I'm going to try, and this is why they're Missyverse shoes and not Converse shoes, because I'm going to attempt to mix a little flare that's found on the old Nike Cortez shoes, in that in the midst of the sole there's a layer of white and a layer of white, and under the heel in the middle of that layer of white there's a colored strip. So to do that, I used a heel piece and I enlarged, and I'm going to attempt to round this around a heel piece and then insert that layer between layers of a sole. And these are kind of floppy pieces, so that the edge of that red will show as the heel of the tennis shoe. So I'm going to try that. I don't know if it'll work, but they say necessity is the mother of invention. So we're going to try it because I really need those red stripes in there because they're Missyverse shoes and I like the red stripe. So that's what we're going to do. And I thought I can go ahead and finish cutting out the soles of the shoes, and then we'll go ahead and try putting them together. I'm going to be using the Singer 201 because last time when I had to sew through several layers of the Dauphine vinyl, it's really thick, it just went through those 4 layers with no trouble. So I'm going to try using this machine again. It has a smaller foot, it's easier to see, and I know it can handle all the thicknesses that I'm going to need to do, plus it's just super cute. So if you want to sew some tennis shoes, go ahead and follow along and you can try some at home. Here we go. And so now our little high tops are all finished. So that's the inside. I did small embellishments. One I used mostly on the machine, and one I did more by hand. I wanted to see what the difference would be. The one I did by hand was better. I just drew on the back of the vinyl and then stitched the little star and filled it in. And I wanted it to have that denim look, so I just used actual sewing thread. I didn't use embroidery thread. So I just outlined the star first with black and then filled it in with the blue. And so yeah, so that's what they look like. And I was going to tweak the pattern because the back of this kind of curves out and I want it to curve in more towards the back of the ankle. So I'm going to make that change to the pattern, and I'll go ahead and get that ready and put it on the website. So if you would like the pattern for these little shoes, it'll be on there. It's very similar to the boots, but a little bit different because they've been tweaked. This part also, I think I'm going to take the white up a little higher because it was kind of difficult getting this close enough to where it could be stitched so that the shoes don't just lay open. So I might take the toe cap up a little bit higher or widen the tongue. That might be a better way. Maybe I'll widen the tongue. But I'll make those adjustments to the pattern and get that fixed so when it's on the website it'll be all ready to go. The other thing I noticed is when I did the stitching for where the heel would be, next time I would do these little tabs, I might actually even make them a little bit shorter so that they could be stitched here and with the top stitching, and they wouldn't have to have the second line of stitching right there. But at least as it is, they're even. So I would probably change that. And then smaller grommets, but I couldn't find any and I couldn't get to Salem in time to get tiny grommets. So this is what we ended up with. So there you go. If you like those, go ahead and give it a shot. See you next time. Bye.